Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our RimWorld Wasteland Let's Play. So in the last episode, we continued to sort of expand on the base, and because of all the recent additions to the colony, we needed to go ahead and start a new hab block, and so we were able to pretty much mine the entirety of that out in the last episode and get the blueprints laid down for the basic structure as well as a few other things. Between episodes, I've taken liberty to knock out some of the more tedious bits of that. And that's pretty much it. Also, I noticed that I had completely forgotten to allow sowing on this. What I intended to do was stop planting heel root there and replace it with the neutroamine plant, whatever it's called, neutro leaf. So I set it to not allow sowing so that when this was harvested, I could switch it rather than them, taking the time to replant all the neutroamine, or all the heel root, there we go, and then pulling it back up. So I noticed that that was happening, decided to go ahead and allow sowing again of heel root rather than changing it. As soon as this cotton is harvested, I am going to turn this into neutro leaf. And then what I've done is I've set a new growing zone here for just strictly cotton. I think that we need enough cotton right now that it's justifiable to give it its own plot, essentially. Because we need it for furniture, we need it for recreational stuff, and we need it for flooring. Because we do want to carpet all of our bedrooms. For the time being, I'm just going to have them smooth these floors over because the smooth floors do look really nice, so they add beauty to the room. They're just kind of high maintenance, and I think they look kind of boring. So eventually they will be carpeted, but for now we'll smooth them over. We'll grow plenty of cotton so that we can make more of these couches for the rec room, so we can make more, or one of these billiards tables and the poker tables as well, I think. Obviously more vault suits and stuff like that, so we will need that material for several things. And later, if we decide that's excessive, we can do what we've done here and split this in half and squeeze in something else next to it. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, so not really an issue now. The reason I decided to pick up here with recording is because we have a psychic ship. So we're going to need to deal with that, and the sooner the better. It's funny, as soon as the psychic drone from last episode ended, the psychic ship fell, so apparently the game just wants to drive our colonists insane. I'm going to let them sleep. We're not going to wake everybody up to deal with this, because it doesn't need to happen straight away. But the plan for dealing with it, I think, is going to be sending somebody out to essentially aggro it, so they'll just take shots at it and try to get them to come out, which shouldn't be hard. Meanwhile, everybody else will be set up in our little fortress here, ready to fire on them as our guy retreats, or girl retreats. So that's the plan. The issue is our turrets are not powered, and they are not powered because I ran out of steel. And so we don't have any sort of conduit running out here to connect these to our main grid. We have a caravan request. What do they want? They want 16 normal quality or better auto pistols. In return, they'll give us 15 advanced components. How much does an auto pistol cost to make? Because I definitely don't have 15 of them, but we might be able to get 15 of them. Auto pistol. We should be able to make those. Can we not? Auto pistol. 30 steel and 2 components, and so we would be looking at 450 steel and 30 components, I think, to make those. That's a lot of steel, considering I have none. The component cost is a bit steep as well, but, we can live with that. In fact, we actually hit compacted machinery here. I just can't seem to get any steel. And so one thing I've done to sort of help with that is we're mining into here. What I'm going to do is build walls and a door here. None of this is steel, by the way. It's a slate door. Then we're going to do the same thing like right here. So we'll have not only this, protected, but we'll also have an airlock. Then we can come out into here. We'll roof this off and start making it part of our base. I'll also build walls here to section off what part of the mountain we want to use versus the rest of this pathway that, you know, enemies can take advantage of. So what I'll probably do is a double layered 2 thick wall, so maybe like 2 thick right about here, and then there'll be a gap, and then 2 thick here, so that not only is it really difficult to get through, but it's also pretty well insulated to the elements. And we'll need to block this off too, but we are going to try to take advantage of this whole mountain. I think I discussed that in an earlier episode. One last thing before we advance, and this doesn't have to do with this playthrough necessarily, it's just kind of a generic RimWorld thing. But I have gotten a lot of questions over the last week about the Warhammer 40k playthrough and what's going on with that, because I haven't mentioned it in a while. And that's still going to happen. I don't know when, because it, again, requires a lot of modding work on my part, and I have not really had the time lately to do that between... if you guys follow the channel, you know that I was going to school, I was working, and doing YouTube. Recently finished school in December, so not doing that, but I'm still working and doing YouTube. And now that I've finished all my degrees and stuff, I'm trying to find a job that's actually in my field. And so that is taking up a lot of my time on top of keeping up with the channel, you know, making these videos, especially the Kingdom Come videos. They take me forever to edit. But yeah, so I've been very busy. Not a lot of time for the modding stuff, but that series will happen. It's just a matter of when I feel like it's good enough, you know, the mod that is, to go ahead and start. Because I don't want to have to, you know, do anything weird with my saves to import stuff that can't be imported into a new save game and, you know, just create problems. Anyways, that is the word on that playthrough for those of you who've been asking. Let's get started here. Hopefully they'll plant this stuff soon so I can go ahead and turn this on. I don't want to have this running until stuff is actively growing. We have plenty of power though. Actually, we're at a net negative right now. Oh, that's only during the day with these on. At night, we were something like 10,000... I think it was like 10,000 watts surplus. So I believe we will still have far more than enough power. It's just we're going to be running a deficit during the day and a surplus at night. But I think the surplus is far more than the deficit, so we end up making it back. Okay. Schmidt is harvesting rice. That's good. It looks like, yeah, I mean, prioritize the food, guys. We can't starve, but this stuff needs to get done as well. These floors are still being smooth, so I take it these will probably be a while before they get done. I'd like to get more lights in here, but I don't have any steel to build it with. So we just have to hope that... I might ask Perkin to prioritize this. Perkin, can you come work on this, man? Because this is kind of, like, critical stuff down here. As soon as we get that done, we can build the next tier of the checkpoint. In fact, I think I'd like it a little bit further, so let's do it like there. And then once we have that little airlock set up, we can, again, breach through, roof this off, make it an interior space with the walls, and this one as well. And then once that's an interior space, we can just kind of leave it alone. We'll mine the steel out. That's going to be a little bit tricky. What I might do is... I'll probably just have them mine everything but like the last little layer, and then we'll punch through in one spot, kind of wall it off, and then take the rest. So, wall there. As soon as they're done here, we'll put another wall on the door. So wall there, and we'll make another slate door here. And Perkin, that's going to be your job. Okay, Grim, what are you doing? Perfect. I need you to come work on this. So, once that's all done, we'll have to figure out how we want to utilize some of this space. I did talk about putting defenses in here that could, you know, fire on stuff in different areas and whatnot. That might even be a good place for the mortar, because that is pretty central on the map versus all the way back here. Of course, the mortar can't be covered, but there are ways around that. What we can do is put it in a room and essentially just have the little square of 4 above it opened up in the ceiling so that the person who's manning it is still technically under a roof. That's probably the best we'll be able to do, and then that room we'll need to, you know, have airlocks and stuff as well, because it does get quite cold on this map. It's actually fairly pleasant outside right now, but it does get well into the negatives. So we, you know, do need to be careful of that. I'll keep this open because I'm not sure. Oh, it was 16, not 15. Whoops. Yeah, I don't think we'll be able to, but I'll keep it open just in case, you know, something changes in the very near future. Alright, we need to mine these out now. Then, once that's done, I'll ask them to build a roof on this. But not until that's done, because I don't want them going the long way. Okay, so we're through. I'm going to go ahead and ask them to build a roof on that now. Something like that. Technically, we can do this whole area. Granted, we shouldn't need to because this is all covered. But just to be safe, in case there's any area where it's not, we will obviously want some sort of roof over it. Now then, I would like to have them mine out this whole thing here. I'll also ask them to build some... We'll do slate, because I have a lot of slate. I don't remember if slate is higher or lower in terms of strength than marble, but because I have so much of it, I just don't really care. So we'll build that, and then we'll do another one here. And we'll need to do that over here as well. So if I do a wall like that, we'll do another one here. And we'll ask that this doesn't get done yet. Nor this. Okay. So that's the next plan. And again, the reason why I'm doubling it up here is because I've mentioned this several times in this playthrough and every other playthrough, but the too thick wall is the most efficient in terms of temperature, because if you have 3 walls, the wall in the middle is considered outside. And so with double thick walls, both are considered inside. Therefore, the temperature doesn't fluctuate as much. By doing it this way, not only are both of these walls considered inside, but then so is this space, and then both of these are considered inside. So this is like the best temperature buffer we can get. And also it should deter anything from trying to, you know, mine through it to attack us. There are much easier places to get into the base, like here, or, you know, here. So, again, this is a deterrent as well. But, yeah. So we've got that going. And we can utilize a lot of this space, too. And then, you know, whatever this ends up being, we'll try to turn it into some, like, cleaner hallways as it expands, as we mine parts out. But that's not really relevant right now. So another thing I'd like them to do, let's grab the mining tool here, is I'd like them to mine out that. And that needs to get done like ASAP, because I need to run a conduit in there. You know what would also be helpful, just to make this a little bit straighter, is to dig that out. So if we can run a conduit here, like this. I don't like the idea of running it outside, but what are you going to do? So if we can do that, and this would need to get built, so for the time being we'll just connect this. Because what I was going to do is use the natural conduits that form around this to connect these two, but that's not going to be possible until we have much, much more steel. So for like what? 1, 2, 3, like 6 steel we can connect these. And then however much it takes to run here. We'll just need to remember to put in the spots where that gets mined out. And I'll probably pull Cazador or something in the morning to do that. The mining, that is. I'm not sure who can build the conduits for us. I know there's plenty of people capable, I just don't know if anybody's going to run to do it of their own volition, or if I'm going to have to, you know, make it a priority. We'll see. Alright, so it looks like Cazador decided to do the mining herself. I didn't have to ask her to. This is marble. I wonder, I think limestone is closer in color. We'll see. We'll play with it. So, structure, walls. I know I have some limestone. So let's just do 2 limestone walls there. We'll see how those look. And then obviously we'll need to run conduits through that too. And as soon as she's done with that, we can go ahead and lay them in there as well. Cool. So now we just need to get this stuff built. Once it's built, we can go ahead and get our defenses up. And then once our defense is up, I think I'm comfortable attacking this. I thought this was... Yeah, it is a psychic ship. Why does it look like it's a poison ship? Whatever. It does have a psychic drone, so I trust it. Nate, what are you doing, man? You're gonna go all the way out here to drink some tea. Well, as long as you don't get too much toxic exposure, I guess. You know it would be smarter. Did I forget to unload your inventory, by the way? I think I did. I don't know why I'm clicking on your bio. Yeah, come over here and just pick all this up and take it inside. As long as nobody's like binging it, I don't really mind them having this. It's not nearly as addictive as other stuff can be. Okay, inside. We'll dump it all in the freezer, I guess. It doesn't necessarily... I don't remember if that needs to be frozen. Some of the other stuff in his inventory might, though. Good, you guys are getting all that steel. I really do need somebody building these conduits, though. Perkin, can you get on that, please? We'll ask him to do the wall first and then the conduits. Actually, Lars, can you come work on these, please? Because you're a builder as well, right? Yeah. Just not very passionate about it, but it needs to be done. And our dogs... Wow, they're actually quite trained. I'm surprised that they got trained so fast, given that we don't really have anybody particularly high on, you know, animal priority. I'm gonna ask them to keep focusing on this. Needs to get done so that we can deal with these damn mechanoids before it becomes a problem. Well, on the bright side, Randy did deliver us some plasteel, just in a much more hostile form than we would have liked. When we tear them apart, we will get some plasteel, and then we can go ahead and finish the multi-analyzer. And then we can see what it's going to take us to start making some laser rifles. Because I'd like for that to again be like our standard issue weapon. And at the moment, we really have no idea what's needed, because there's so many other parts in there that it's kind of difficult to say what leads to it, I guess. If that makes any sense. Oh, that was so much steel. Perfect. And there's more in there too. Let's make sure that that continues being roofed off. I don't know if that's under the mountain or not. It looks like it is. No, it's not actually. Yeah, so we need to continue roofing that off. And I'll also ask them to continue mining into that area. Oh, okay. Game's gonna lag and not click what I tell it to, but fine. Well, steel problem is solved, at least for the time being, so that's good. That's good. I'm just very wary about this back entrance. Like, as soon as these walls are done, I'll be a lot more comfortable. This one, too. You know, I could have pushed this out further, couldn't I? I could have, like, made it here. I suppose it's not too late. Yeah, let's do that. Let's utilize as much of this space as we can. So, we'll say, like, here. Probably best to do it like that. And then we'll do another one. God, I don't know. Is it worth coming in this far? Because, like, what I could do is just... but then it wouldn't be very temperature insulated. What to do, what to do. Because I could just go like that. And if nothing else, that would be a pretty good deterrent. That's probably not necessary there. Let's just do that. It's not going to be as temperature insulated, but I don't know that that matters as much as I was emphasizing it. I mean, we will need to keep that in mind, but there are ways around it. We can always just heat this area. So, not a huge problem. Did they really build like all but these 4? Alright, well, Moon, can you finish it, please? Like, we don't need 4 different people coming out here to do this job. One person could have done it. Okay, do you have power now? No, because these aren't done yet. Perkin, what are you doing? Smoothing floors, this is more important. Won't let me prioritize it. Moon, can you do this job for me? No. Why not? Sometimes the game just like will not let me. Whatever, Ulysses is on it. Good on you, Ulysses. Okay, so the turrets have power. Or at least 2 of them do. So let's check the grid here. Ah, I'm missing 1 piece there. Ulysses, do me a favor. Get that in there. We'll deal with this straight away, and then as soon as it's done, we'll turn these turrets off. That way, we won't be wasting excess power that doesn't need to be wasted. Especially because, again, we are running a deficit during the day. Oh, I forgot to turn this on. Yeah, that needs to get toggled. Pete, do that now. And then this needs to be replanted with neutral leaf. And we'll allow sowing on that. Glad I remembered. Although it took longer than it probably should have. Okay, Cazador. Fine, fine. Like, there are much easier ways to do what you're doing, but at least you're doing it. Okay, why would you not just finish it? Like, I know you're not the best builder, but you're already out here. Just do it. Okay, could you knock that out too, please? Alright, I forgot about Nate. Oh, apparently Nate took care of it himself. Sort of. That herbal medicine still needs to go in the freezer. Okay, so turrets have power. Might be better to wait until morning to do this again, just because daylight will help us shoot more accurately. The gold doesn't need to be in there. The gold can go over here. Wow, this thing's getting kind of full. I think it's all the statues we're making. Okay, drop the gold. Be on your way. Alright, in the morning, we attack these mechanoids. We get the plasteel that we so desperately need. Oh, look at these guys go. They're actually knocking out these walls. Hey, clowns, come finish this. You're already here. Just do it. Okay, so that's the exits sealed. Granted, they're not very well defended or protected or very heavily sealed, but they are sealed now. So this is an enclosed space. It says it's unroofed. That's concerning. So let's continue to roof it. We'll do that. We'll do all of this here. Up to probably there is adequate. Sure, good enough. Okay, it's morning, 7 a.m. to be exact, and it looks like our pool table got built. I guess that's from the cotton harvest that happened. So we have a billiards table now that people can kind of blow off some steam at. We'll try to get more of those. We might do like 3 of them or something, and then I do want poker tables in here. I'll just have to figure out where and how to go about that. Everything is ready for us to go ahead and attack the mechanoids, so let's start that. I'll start drafting people. I don't know if I want to make it like an all hands on deck kind of thing. I think we'll leave Pearl behind since she's our doctor. As long as everybody's out here. Grim, you're going to be the runner. So come like here or something. Tadashi, we put you in the corner there. Locke, you've got a decent rifle, so we'll bring you out here as well. Kate, we do want you helping. Bell, yeah, you know what, get out here. Cazador, of course. Brooke, may as well. Put you there or something. We will need to spread out. We can't be too bunched up here. Jackson, no, you don't like violence. Not ideal, but we've got everybody along the walls here. Obviously, these are way too close together, and depending on what weapons they have, we may need to adjust this. But Grim is ready to go on his little mad dash here. I'm not sure what the best angle is going to be. Maybe he can get the shot from here. Let's try that. So if he can hit him from there, that'll make it easy enough for him to run back. No. Well, I guess you don't need to be in cover to take the shot. It just would have been preferable. Okay, go ahead and shoot. Did I click the wrong button? Yeah, I did. Okay, there we go. What do we got? Let's see. You have a heavy charge blaster and you have an inferno cannon. So with the inferno cannon, we definitely need to be spread out. I don't know what the best way to go about doing that is. Because we don't have... We don't really have the ability to spread out too much here. I think we'll pull Hobbs and Moon back. Just in case. So Hobbs and Moon fall back to here. They won't be able to shoot anything from that range because their guns probably won't even reach the front line. But if we need to like reallocate them, we can. Abel, you're gonna go there. I should be moving Grim. Grim, you're gonna retreat to here or something. I don't know, maybe there. Somewhere where you can get a decent shot. Just run, run, run. Maybe there? I don't know. Get over here, sure. Okay. Scythers are coming up first. Our guys are not doing so great. Oh, we got some friendly fire on Grim there. Nothing too bad, though, I don't think. Alright. We are slowing them down, but we're not... Nope, we killed one. Grim, you might need to retreat. Is it going to chase you? Yeah, it's going to chase you. It's faster than you, bud. You better keep running. Crap, that is not what I wanted. Oh, he ditched his weapon. Oh, boy. I mean, if you can get past him, like if you can get out to here and come back around, we can back you up, but something tells me it's going to catch you. Oh, there's the Inferno Cannon. Raynor, can you really not hit it from there? You totally can, so why aren't you? Kate, what's your range look like? Oh, you're just out of range. You know what? You guys need to switch. Switch, switch, switch. Okay, you go there. You go here. Nope, nope, nope. Go there. Same with you. You should be in range. Oh, you're just out of range. Get closer. Damn it. Do what you need to fire at that. You keep firing there. And once again, our plan for dealing with mechanoids involves Grim running for his life out in front of them. Travis, why are you running away? What are you doing exactly? Oh, you're putting out fires. Yeah, maybe don't. Not a good time for that. Run, Grim, run. Okay, that's one centipede down. Yikes. Our cover's holding, though. Cover is most definitely holding. Alright, let's try not to run out in front of the centipede. Okay, that one's down. Now let's just get this Scyther shot. Come on, we're right here. You're not dying, right? Okay, no, nothing too bad. Cool. That is that whole mess dealt with. Now then, all of you, every single one of you, come over here. And we're going to shoot this thing with everybody just to get it done with. I'm going to allow all of these to be hauled. We should check the Scythers. Okay, nothing to be done there. Nothing to be done here. Yeah. No shutdowns required. No nothing. But yeah, we got to kill this thing. Oh, and you dropped your gun. Well, there's really no reason for you to be here then. Okay, no friendly fire, please. We might get friendly fire just because, we'll see. Okay, cool, no friendly fire. Oh yeah, 35 plasteel. On top of whatever we get from the actual mechanoids. There we go. I don't know why that was so difficult. Everybody can go back to whatever they were doing. Looks like a lot of them are going to haul stuff. Hobbs, yeah, sure, go ahead and eat. Cool. Perkin, can you pick up the components, please? All of them. If you want to haul some steel, that's fine too. But the components will deteriorate, the steel won't. So let's bring that in first. And good, we're grabbing mechanoids too. Okay. We are set to disassemble them. Perfect. Not that that needs to be done right away. It just does need to be done at some point. But we have the plasteel we need now. So it looks like Lars is going to run it straight over there. And, oh, nobody ever bothered to get the gold or components in. But, uh-oh. Oh no, our batteries are depleted. Crap, I forgot to turn these off. Those 3 need to be toggled. Who's closest that can do that? Schmidt, get out here, please. Flick these switches. That will save us a decent amount of power. Actually, they don't require that much. But it'll still save us some power, so let's do it. But I think the extra light there may have been too much. So we might need to turn that off. Or what else could we do? We have a lot of steel. You know what? We could build another one of these. Let's do that. Perkin, what are you doing right now? Playing billiards? No, this needs to get done now. It's going to be a lot of uranium and almost... not all of our components, but between that and the multi-analyzer, we're going to like cut our stock in half. So very expensive, but that will give us, you know, constant, reliable power. Dude, really? And I can't... why will it not let me manually prioritize that? Get back here. There we go. Alright, defense is getting repaired. That stuff's all fine. Did we ever... no, we didn't end up recruiting Sardine. I did see that his resistance was broken, though. So where is Sardine right now? There you are. So, work and recruit. Right, 81% difficulty, so that will probably take a while. And then I forget what the other prisoner's name was. Sinica? Where are you? If I pan out far enough, it should be like the only orange dot. No, it's not going to show me. Where are you? Right there. Okay, cutting stone. Perfect. How is your prisoner stuff looking? 15, not bad. Okay, so our power should be in a much better situation now. Still negative. Interesting. I guess because these just kicked on, even though we just got an extra 3,600 to our grid. Nope. Okay, we're good. We are good. And a Psychic Soothe, nice. Alright, well, with all of that done and the Psychic ship dealt with, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the episode there. I'm glad that we were able to basically rid ourselves of that straight away. Never a good idea to let those linger when the Psychic effects continue to build and build. And I am excited to see what this new sort of like branch of our vault will provide for us. Obviously, the steel we got was invaluable. It was over 1,000 all in all. And there is still a bit more there, but obviously once we've mined that all out, that's it. But we can still use this part of the facility for, you know, other things. Like I've mentioned, putting defenses in here so that we can fire across the battlefield right there. And I do think that will be a better location for the mortars as well. I sort of talked about that earlier, but this is fairly central, so it should be able to hit just about anything that spawns. Versus back here, it's not going to be able to reach the lower parts of the map, and it is in an open area, so that whoever's operating it will be taking fallout buildup. But if we, again, just unroof the little square above it, then they can be covered while the mortar can still fire. I'm not sure what else. We will need to put together a proper prison at some point, but I don't think this is the place to do it. I think that makes more sense. Somewhere more central. So, like, I mean, this whole block could be a prison thing, technically. We'll figure it out, but we do need to have some sort of prison set up. And then, obviously, we need to continue working on this, which should be easier now that we have steel again. Anyways, with that, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some RimWorld with you, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.